Let's tag some folks. Let's tag a lot of people. You don't want to be tagged, I apologize up front. Just send me a message and say, man, I don't want to be tagged. And I'll say, all right, cool. Benny, come here, buddy. We're sitting on the front porch. We have the most amazing sounds going on right now. We've got the, sounds like cicadas. You'll hear them in a minute. And you hear the birds in the background also. Make sure we got everybody tagged. I think we do. Hope everybody's doing well. Got a couple more on here. Yep. Excuse me. There we are. What's up, everybody? What's happening? What's up, Carly? Pam, Trip. What's up, Donovan? What's up? Howdy. You know, I like to do this. I used to like to do it because it offended people. I'm just being honest. And I thought it was hilarious because I was told, I don't know, a long time ago, I heard, you know, every sign, every symbol, everything that seems to have been perverted, take back. Because it's all, you can say good. It's all the same, one and the same, right? Hey, Tina. And so I was like, man, you know, I saw everybody doing this and everybody's making a big uproar about it. And then I saw that, you know, it's the single eye. Hey, baby, there's my wife, beautiful wife. And the three is like completion, right? It's perfect. And then it makes 3 6s, which is the number of, so a perfect, complete mankind. And that's in the Bible, right? Somewhere along in there it says, till we all come to the unity of the faith, to the knowledge of God, to a perfect, complete mankind, to the fullness of the Christ. And again, everything I talk about, I put posts up, so you can go to my page and check it out. And I'll also put it on my YouTube page, these videos. And but I like to talk about things. I mean, I can call out things all day long, and you know, people are asleep, or the religious has programmed us, or the government this, or the medical system this, or you know, whatever, this and that, this and that, and this and that. But I can do that all day long, and try to bring people to wake people up and all that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, where's the solution? I mean, I can talk about, you know, what happened and this and that, but what's the solution? What's the practical solution here? I need a practical solution for all of my problems. And I got one. So today I titled this Co-Creators, and I'll be honest with you, I have been experiencing some very unusual things. Unusual feelings, unusual vibrations. I switched the way I was eating because I thought I was gonna feel a little more fit, and I've just been experiencing some things. My body, you know, I removed sugars and that type of thing, but ultimately I need to hear the inspiration. So if I'm looking to change anything at all, I can go and do all the research in the world and try to figure it out and look at what everybody else is doing. But ultimately, we are all such unique expressions of our one and only eternal, infinite, absolute being that we're all so intricate. So how could I possibly know, or how could anyone else possibly know exactly what's going on with me? Hey, Lisa. Hey, Cherry. We can't. They can't. I mean, we can take things, from the past and look at it and, these methods and things and apply them. And if it works, it works. Awesome. But ultimately, what I want to do is point everyone to go within and hear spirit. Cyrus, what's up, brother? So all the teachers out there, all the gurus out there, all the, doctors out there, counselors out there, you name it. If we're not pointing people to the power within them, then we're not really helping. I'm not really helping anyone. And can I truly help anyone outside of helping myself? I don't think so. So what I share are the ways that, I go within and experience our presence and experience the present moment and free myself from the past or the illusion of a future that is not existent. So anyway, I was sitting this morning and I was just having some inner conversations with my inner child, and I was like, why do I keep pulling muscles? Because recently I was like, man, I want to go back out and play some rugby, and I did. And first I pulled my quad on my right leg, and then I felt like I tore my quad on my left leg last night, and I wasn't even running hard. And I was like, I was pissed about it. I was upset about it. I even felt a little depressed about it because I have fun out there. It's fun for me. I like to go out there and run around. I like to throw the ball around. I like tackling and doing all that kind of thing. But is it the inspiration? Is it what Spirit wants me doing right now? Is it my will, and I'm going to explain that, or is it thy will be done? So is it a memory or is it inspiration? I don't know. We don't know. What I do know is how to continuously clean when I'm in doubt until I simply flow with the inspiration. So I was talking with Divinity about all this, and I was like, what's really going on? I feel dehydrated all the time. I'm reading all this stuff about people and where they're at and this and that and this and that. And I was like, man, I feel like I'd have to be a chemist to try to figure all this stuff out. We're so complex. And so I'm like, is there anything I can do to clear this? Because I realized, okay, I went back out for rugby. I got to see a bunch of old friends. And I realized I was dealing with some memories from the past. And ultimately this memory, now I don't know what the memory is. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. I can't know. Because they're just so many. They're ancient. But I realized that this memory from the past was creating this feeling of fear of being injured, fear of being hurt. Deep down in there, this fear of not being taken care of. I could feel it. And so I said, okay, so this was another opportunity. I was brought to this place. Now I've been given another opportunity to free myself of this program that has been creating a fear within me, a fear of being injured, this fear of death, not being able to breathe, this fear of my heart not pumping for some reason. I can feel it, and I know that now this is an opportunity. And so I was talking to Divinity within. I was like, is there anything I can do to clear this? Is there anything that I can do? And I saw a blue glass bottle, blue soda water. I was like, and then I said, okay, well, I don't even know how much to drink. How much, I don't even know. I don't know. So I need inspiration. Because the only thing I know, or what my intellect tries to compare everything to, these past occurrences. And that doesn't work. They just keep repeating themselves. The problems do. It does not work. It's not a solution. So once again, I'm like, I don't know. I need you to show me. And so I see this blue soda bottle, and I'm like, okay, well, how much do I need to drink right now? With the way I'm eating and everything, I removed sugar and a lot of the carbs and all that. I'm eating just very natural, and my body's been freaking out now. I've removed alcohol for the most part. I have had a few beers since I've done it, but my body's freaking out, because I've just removed a lot of stuff, and it's trying to come back into balance. I should say, not freaking out. It's everything's trying to come into balance. So I'm experiencing some symptoms. So right when I said, well, how much do I drink? I see the number 10. And I'm like, man, I can't drink 10 of those glass bottles a day. That's a liter. And then I see a cup. So 10 glasses a day. And the thing about the soda water is you only have to put a drop in your water, the one molecule. And then I heard, and throw a little pinch of cornmeal in there. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, I'm telling you. But it's a memory that is replaying itself as these symptoms. Even my little girl that, has been TTing in the bed, it's a memory that's replaying itself as my little girl TTing in the bed. I see it as a problem. Even my children not wanting to eat certain things and that kind of thing. I mean, all day long I can try to do this and that to try to get them to do what I want them to do, and ultimately the problem continues to replay itself because I'm engaged in the problem. Yeah. So I got off on that rabbit trail just because I wanted to be transparent with y'all. There's things, there's things, but there's a solution, and the solution is very, very simple. And I can say it a couple different ways. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Acknowledge Him in all your ways, and He will direct your path. Let me put it this way. Trust in divinity. Well, how do I do that? Well, lean not on my own understanding, my intellect. Lean not on my own understanding, not by my might, nor by my power, but by my spirit. Spirit, superconscious, mind, breath, inspiration, breath of inspiration. So I can engage my intellect and think for myself. I can lean on my own understanding, or I can trust in divinity by letting go of that, not engaging that. And so how do I trust in divinity? Acknowledge it in my walking, moment by moment. Acknowledge, and that word acknowledge actually means experience. Experience divinity, my innermost being moment by moment in my walking. And it will direct my path. It will direct each and every step. It's the light unto my feet. Me and Sarah were talking about this. It will direct me, because I know not what I'm doing. When I say now, I used to say this, now, and there's truth to it. Now, I'm going to explain this. I used to say, okay, I am God. I can create anything that I want to create. I can manifest that which I want and that which I think I need. I can do these things. And this is what I believe Neville Goddard would have referred to as the law. He worked the law until he came into the promise. Until he let go of that law, he came into the promise. And here's the promise. I can let go of trying to work things for myself and trying to manifest things for myself and trying to figure out what I need and want and trying to create those things that I think I need and want. And as I let go of that, everything has already been provided now. As I let go of all that, what's already been provided is unveiled. It's already there. But if I think I need to manifest something for the future, if I think I need to create my own house, the exact car I want, I used to do these things now. Evoke the feeling, and we can work that. We can work that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But it ultimately will lead us to death. The death of the I I'm talking about. The I, the individual I that thought it was its own individual unto itself, that thinks it is God by itself. Some call it the ego. It's the intellect. It's our conscious mind and intellect. See? But I will prove to you right now that the conscious mind and intellect does not know, and it cannot know what we need nor what we want. It does not and cannot know what is perfect for us and exactly what we need to be provided for us in each and every moment. It cannot. It's been set up that way. It's been set up that way. So I've got this intellect, and the intellect thinks it's right. It thinks it's right about everything. It thinks it knows everything. But the intellect, my conscious mind, my intellect, which is a part of the whole now, it's a part of my identity. My conscious mind and intellect only processes 1%, about 1% of everything that's going on moment by moment. And the 1% that it's processing through this filter that I'll call my perception. I'll call it my perception. What's up, brother? Tanya, what's up? Benson, what's up? So this 1% that I'm consciously aware of, that my intellect is aware of, it's being processed through this lens that I'll call my lens of perception. This lens of perception is an accumulation of all my past occurrences, all of my past experiences, good, bad, and in between of my life. Now, my life did not just begin in my mother's womb. My life has been since creation. What's up, Brandon? Love you, man. And so therefore, these past occurrences, let's call them past experiences, these memories are innumerable. They're mountainous. They're ancient. So I show up here, and I've talked about this a lot, but as you know, I hit the hammer on the rock over and over and over again because for some reason it just takes that for us to get it. And the intellect's got to have something, right? It's got to have something till we get it. So I show up here and I'm birthed with this memory bank full of sleeping memories, right? Yep. Now these memories have been stored, and what memories are actually are energies. And because my innermost being, who I truly am, the observer that's observing, I'm not my thoughts, I'm not my memories, I'm not the illusions of reality. I am this being that is completely void, that is completely empty of all beliefs, of all memory, of all thought, that is nothing at all, that is just nothingness. But because only nothing can be everything, that is also everything at the same time. So the I that I was referring to, and the I that we're all usually referring to, is the intellect. It is not God by itself. It is a part of the whole. So these memories now, we have been stuffing and storing because we've been resisting them. Because we resist, we've been resisting, the intellect's been resisting that which it cannot comprehend. Because all things are their source. So if you want to know the truth of anything, you must go to that thing's source. Therefore, the source of all things is the truth of all things, right? Right? But because this source is incomprehensible, you can't comprehend infinite intelligence. We can't comprehend eternal. You know, it's incomprehensible. And because our intellect wants to comprehend everything, our conscious mind wants to comprehend. It wants to understand, it wants to comprehend, it wants to know. It wants to gather knowledge, right? So it can then compare everything with this knowledge, because all knowledge is memories, it's memorization. So in order for us to think about anything at all, I have to compare what I'm thinking about to something. And the only thing I have to compare it to are memories, or all these past occurrences. And because I have not seen clearly, all these past occurrences have been resisted, because ultimately what I've been experiencing has been lower vibrational energies. Because I am the highest vibrational energy. But because the intellect hasn't understood what it's experiencing, and it cannot comprehend what it's experiencing, because everything's incomprehensible, it resists that which it cannot comprehend. That's why the Bible says, you know, the carnal mind, the intellect, conscious mind, is at enmity and hostile towards God, source. That word hostile, if you dig into it, Brandon knows about this, is Satan. It's the adversary. It's adverse towards that which it cannot comprehend. God, source, pure energy. And that which we cannot comprehend, we've been resisting, because we have, for a time, been operating primarily by our intellect. And it was all needed now. It was all needed. We needed to experience separation. We needed to see that we were a part, an individual. We needed to see that there were other parts. We needed to reach all the way out in meditation. We needed to reach all the way out into the grossest forms of matter, visibility, lowering the vibration, because it's what we thought, you know, and the pendulum went all the way out. Now it's naturally swinging all the way back. It's naturally spiraling all the way back into our innermost being. And as this happens, we are awakening, you could say. We're becoming more aware of ourself, all that already is and has always been. We're not creating new things. So because the intellect thinks it knows, but it cannot know, remember? It's the divine design for us to know not what we do. Why? Why? Why would that be the case? Why would that be the case? Because it's set up for us to operate by faith. So where it says, till we all come to a perfect, complete mankind. That word complete, perfect right there, actually means till we all operate at our full potential. So in order for us to co-create, because I've just proven we don't know what we really need or what we want or what, you know, because everything's already been provided actually. But the intellect doesn't know. It has to compare everything off of these memories, the past occurrences. So when I'm in this whole deal, working the law, I see that, it's a stage probably of it's a realm, it's a layer, but I think I can manifest, and I think I know everything I need, and I can manifest these things that I think I need for this future that doesn't exist all the time, not experiencing the present moment. Because if I'm out in the future trying to manifest something that I think I need, this future that doesn't exist, I'm out in the illusion. I'm in the illusion. And I'm not experiencing the present. I'm not experiencing the present. But because I've been given this amazing gift to choose. This amazing gift to choose. I can choose whom I shall serve, or I can choose which I shall experience. But I cannot experience both of them at the same time. So I can choose to experience the past, because even this future that I'm imagining, I'll need this type of house, is based off the past occurrences, because my intellect is comparing. Well, you need a bigger house because of this, this, and this. It's all subjective. You're not truly free because you're living under the bridge and he's living in a box. You're not successful because they've got $1 million and you've only got $200,000. See what I'm saying here? It's subjective and it constantly changes. But who we are in the present moment, my innermost being, who we are. There's a hummingbird. Hello. I love those hummingbirds. And who we truly are is never changing, never wavering, constant. Some call it the zero frequency. Some may say it's the highest frequency. It doesn't matter. It's who we are. It's who we are. So, because my intellect does not know and cannot possibly know what I need or what I even want, and it's comparing everything to the past, and the past that it's comparing it to are these experiences that have been filtered through all of these past occurrences, and it's only processing 1%, and the 1% that it is processing of everything that's going on has been filtered through this lens of perception. That's the glass darkened, it's not clear. I cannot trust that the intellect knows what it needs. So I cannot possibly know what kind of vehicle I need, what house I need, what I need for my body, what I need to eat, what the clothing I need to put on. And I think Jesus said, don't worry about the clothing you put on or what you're going to eat. Isn't the body more than food and clothing? Yes. No, I'm talking about letting go of thinking, but I'm taking you through something here. We do not know. So the way that we co-create is by letting go. Taking no thought. Taking no thought at all. Because the God that I have thought I was the intellect. And what's perfect for me has already been provided in each and every moment. It's already there. And as I let go, what's happening is as I stop engaging the memories, stop thinking for myself, admit that I do not know. I do not know. I am not right. But that there's a part of me that does know all and is right, that directs my path. As I let go of that thinking for myself, as I let go, moment by moment, I let go. Moment by moment, I let go, and I trust in what's incomprehensible. And as I let go and I trust what's incomprehensible, as I lean not on my own understanding, my own intellect, and I trust in divinity, as I acknowledge and experience divinity moment by moment, divinity directs my path. The Spirit, my spirit, breath of inspiration, directs my path. And each and every moment, all that's already been perfectly been provided for me is unveiled. It's unveiled. God said, look, I've provided all things for you. Look, children, I've provided all things for you. Our being is speaking to its parts. But there's no separation here. It is us. Look, I've provided all things for you. But I'm going to give you this gift called the intellect, And it's your gift to choose. Now you can choose to eat of this fruit, of this tree of this knowledge of good and evil, and the fruit is thinking for yourself. You can think for yourself. You can. You can choose to think for yourself. You can choose to till the ground and work by the sweat of your brow, laboring and toiling. You can choose to experience the illusions of past occurrences that are repeating themselves before you as reality, distorting and misrepresenting reality. They're projecting themselves onto this pure canvas that I've given you, misrepresenting the pure canvas. But you can choose to experience those illusions. You can engage them and experience them, or you can choose to let go of that and engage me, yourself, your innermost being, moment by moment. You can choose to think for yourself, son. Or you can choose, or you can let go and trust that I've already provided all things for you. The choice is yours. And it's okay if you choose to think for yourself. It's okay. But where the issue comes in is when I don't take responsibility for thinking for myself. And I blame. And I want to point to something outside of myself as the issues and the problems. The government, the medical system, the food I'm eating, the water, the educational system, the financial system, the entertainment system, my family, all that. It's all programmed me and conditioned me, and therefore I'm not responsible, and I have no power at all because it's controlling me, right? The woman told me to do it. The serpent actually told me to do it. And then as I do that, as I point the finger outside of myself and not take responsibility for everything in my reality, I'm saying everything, not one thing in my reality has appeared because of anything outside of me. But when I point the finger outside, guess what happens? I go around that mountain again. I get another opportunity. Another opportunity to what? Trust in the Lord with all my heart. Co-create. Unveil what's already been created. What's already been provided. What's perfect. So, I'll go around that mountain until I stop engaging, until I stop thinking for myself. And I'll let that go. Moment by moment. Now, this is moment by moment. This is not a one-time deal, I promise you. I used to think it was a one-time deal when I was running around in a lot of, what people would call the miraculous and healing the sick. And, really, really amazing things were happening all the time, being triggered and getting mad and just, and not having peace within. Wondering what in the world's going on. I thought I thought I was, wiped clean. I am. Who I am is. But there's many memories that are distorting my vision. That have been distorting my vision. So, and here's the kicker about it. I was talking to a buddy of mine. I don't know when I might get another opportunity to free myself, free and all. And I'm not blaming myself. It's not me. It's data. So there's no guilt here. It's just data that is repeating itself. But now I have a tool in my belt that is the easiest, most ultimate tool of letting go when these things come up. So there's no guilt, but in taking responsibility. I'm not blaming myself. I'm saying, you know what? I'm sorry, because I don't know. I don't know what the film is. I don't know what the film needs to be changed to. There's a part of me, the director of this show, that knows. That's just waiting on me to say, you know what? I'm sorry for this data, these memories that I've embraced, that I've been holding on to, not letting go of, trapped in my subconscious mind, these energies. I'm so sorry for that. Please forgive me. Thank you for transmuting this data. Thank you for changing the film for me. Thank you for releasing me, for freeing me so that I can walk hand in hand. So I can walk hand in hand with divinity in the pure light. That's taking 100% responsibility right there. But here's the deal: when I don't and I engage the data, I slip and I get pissed like last night, and I engage it because it's not working the way I want it to work, or I'm expecting not to pull these quads that I pulled. Don't you think it's kind of funny? I pulled my right quad, lower quad, and I pulled my left quad, the upper quad. And then as I was sitting talking with my inner child about this, I was reminded, that's intuition. I was reminded, oh, this is another opportunity to free myself of the program that's repeating itself of injuries. Freeing all. And how do I do that? Thank you for another opportunity to free you and free me. I love you. Jesus said it. Love your enemies. Love the enemies. They're not really enemies, they're opportunities. We are here to set ourselves free, setting all free. And as we don't engage, like I said, and we let go, setting all free, trusting divinity, what's always been, what's perfect is unveiled. We're in the flow. We're following inspiration. The thing about inspiration, we don't even think about it. How do you know when you're inspired? I don't. I just keep cleaning. That's what they call cleaning. Cleaning your cup out, removing the beam from thine own eye before you try to pull that speck out of your buddy's eye. Because the speck in your buddy's eye is the beam in your own eye. You're not seeing clearly. We're not seeing clearly. And if I'm seeing anything outside of love, perfection, just purity, I got a beam in my eye. And you can feel those. We're being given opportunities. These feelings are revelations. When you feel something, it's a revelation. A revelation of what? Of something within my subconscious mind that's repeating itself as a program distorting reality. But I want to see reality as it truly is. So I have to let go. I co-create by letting go of trying to create anything at all. How about that? We can co-create, unveil what's already been provided, what's perfect, by letting go of trying to create anything at all. So I hope that helped. It's real simple, guys. It's as simple as these things come up, me saying thank you. That's it. Just thank you. Thank you. Thank you for these tears in my quad. Thank you for the opportunity that's presented itself. It has appeared. My fears have come upon me. They have appeared. I've been given another opportunity to set myself free, setting all free. Well, how do I set myself free? Trust in divinity. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. We don't have to understand it. It's not logical. It is not logical. I got so many miracle stories I could tell you, and I can't tell you how they happened. I'm just letting go. Test it out. Try it. I'm drinking the blue soda water. Yep, putting a drop in my glasses, 10 glasses a day. If I can remember to do 10, I need help there too. Help me remember to do my 10 glasses today to clear out the memory that's replaying as whatever's going on in my muscles tearing. So I hope y'all have a great day today. Just sit. And here's another thing. These are all clearing tools. I've been told through dreams and visions, that circular breathing is a clearing tool. It clears thought. When you clear thought, you're clearing memory. Because thoughts are memories. It's programs. And because we want to be at the point where we think not or worry not for our lives, right? We want to be like the birds of the air, right? The birds neither store up, they neither sow nor reap. They're not planting for the harvest. They're not sowing seeds to reap seeds. No, they're not. They're not storing up money and clothes and supplies and storing up, stuff for whatever. Storing up treasures and, storing up all this stuff. They're not doing none of that stuff for this future that doesn't exist. They're not doing it. The birds are just present now. The worm is provided. The bird takes action now when the worm's provided. The bird swoops down and gets the worm. That's what the bird does. The bird doesn't even think about it. There's a worm swoops down and gets it. It ain't thinking about where its food's coming from. I promise you. I promise you. So, I love you all. They're all opportunities. This breathing thing I got going, it's an opportunity. I don't have to fear a thing. If the fear comes up, it's a memory. It's a program. It's another opportunity. It's another opportunity. The sunlight is a clearing energy. The cool breeze blowing through the wind, just sitting in that and listening is a clearing tool. The ice baths is a clearing tool. The circular breathing is a clearing tool. The hot breath is a clearing tool. The solar water is a clearing tool. The cornmeal is a clearing tool. Blueberries is a clearing tool. Strawberries is a clearing tool. Sitting in the presence and dropping down within, relaxing myself is a clearing tool. Saying thank you is a clearing tool. Saying I'm letting it go today and letting God is a clearing tool. Saying thank you, but I'm not buying it is a clearing tool when the drama queen starts doing her drama over there on the left side. Saying I'm trusting God today is a clearing tool. Saying I'm sorry is a clearing tool. Saying please forgive me is a clearing tool. I love you is a definite clearing tool. I can walk around all day and mentally say thank you, thank you, thank you. And what happens is, by repetition of me saying thank you, thank you, thank you, or I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, what happens is by repetition, I'm training my subconscious mind to do the work for me. My inner child. Now try this. Test it. Grab you a pendulum, if you got one. Not even a pendulum. You can just hang a string. You can hang anything. You can put something in your hand that's just sitting there, and mentally say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and watch it move without you moving it. Watch it move. The pendulum will start to move rapidly. I've tested it out. If you say I love you, I love you, I love you mentally, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, that pendulum will start to swing so rapidly, you'll be like, man, what in the world's going on? And then you can stop saying it, and it'll stop for you. Lights will start flickering and stuff. It's wild. But check it out. Love you all. Have a great day.